my loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on makeup that I really want to try, but that price tag is just too high. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. All right, so I just thought that this would be a fun video to do because I always see makeup that is above my price range, and I always wonder, is it better than, let's say, the average cost of skincare or makeup or whatever? And I understand that Sephora runs sales and Beautylish runs sales, as well as Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, all of those higher end stores. But even with the sales, that price tag comes in still a little bit too high for my budget. And I also know that some people offer payment plans and you have all types of other programs out there, but you know, it's just still a little bit too high for me. So I'm just going to talk about some products, and if you are out there and you can say they are better than the average makeup or skincare products out there, let me know down in the comments, because I'm one who really wants to know about that. So anyway, I'm just going to talk about a few higher end products out there that I would like to try. So I'll be periodically looking down on my phone, and I'm gonna have the product come in for you on the sidebar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with Lumiere. They have a foundation that I have seen so many YouTubers talk about how good it is, and it actually looks really beautiful on them. And that is one foundation that I would just love to try, but that comes in at a whopping $120 for 1 ounce, and that is too steep for my budget. Even with the 20% off sales, it's like if I set myself a budget, then I'm going to blow most of my budget on that one foundation. But that one is just one that $120 is just too much. It's very high for me to try. All right, so this next one is another Lumiere product, and this is their Regenerating Serum, and this one comes in at a whopping $365 for 1 fluid ounce. And a lot of you all know that I'm really into skincare and anti-aging products and products that have a lot of good ingredients and so on and so on. But I can't help but wonder if a serum for $365, if it would be better than anything else that I have here at the house that I use. And most of my skincare products come from either Beautylish or Sephora, but this is one that I really would like to try. It does have a 5-star rating. Now mind you, only 6 people have reviewed it, but if it was something terrible, I think that that at least one person out of the 6 people would have said something about it. But I can't help but wonder if that serum is actually better than any of the Clinique serums that I have or any of the Sunday Riley. You know, you get the picture. I just wonder, what does $365, what will that do for you? All right, so this next one is actually a new product, and this is by a brand by the name of By Terry, and this is an elixir, and this comes in at a whopping $195, and it is in a limited edition, and it's called the Starlight Rose Youth Glow Elixir. This is another one that has me wondering, is it any better than any type of pre-prep skincare that I have? I wonder, will it do anything magical for the skin? I mean, even the packaging is pretty, but when we're looking at $195, I'm kind of like past the packaging. I want to know, will this elixir change anything in regards to my skincare routine or my pre-prep makeup routine? So yeah, that is another one that is just too high to try. There is another one by Terry, and this is their Starlight Rose Glow Booster CC Serum, and this one comes in at $89. Now of course this is more reasonably priced, but still for me this is one that is just definitely too high to try. What I like about this one is that of course it is a lightweight serum. It does have rose hip butter, which helps regenerate skin cells and hydrate and strengthen the skin protective barrier, and it's kind of twofold, so it helps prep the skin as well as color correct, even though I think that the color correction probably wouldn't be deep enough for my skin tone. I really can appreciate the the skincare prep that it has. But it's infused with, again, rose hip butter, moonstone extract, and gemstone pearls to even out and instantly brighten the skin. And I know you're probably like, Bridget, you're caught up in the mumbo jumbo of it all. But again, I just can't help but wonder, will it do anything magical or anything different from what I already have in my collection? All right, so the next product is by Lindstrom, and this is the Jasmine Garden, and this is an aromatic facial mist infused with botanicals, and this comes in at a whopping $70. Now mind you, $70 in the grand scheme of things, it is definitely not as pricey as the other items, but for a facial mist, I think that is a extremely high price. But what I particularly find interesting about this facial mist is that it restores elasticity and stimulates the microcirculation for a fresh, revived complexion. So I guess that word stimulates the microcirculation. Again, I know I'm probably getting caught up in the mumbo jumbo of it all, but I can't help but wonder, will this do anything magical for me in the grand scheme of things? And I know a lot of you all are sitting at home like, girl, please don't get caught up. Or are you serious, Bridget? Or there may be some of you like, yeah, I've tried it and it really does work. But yeah, this $70 mist is something that I would like to try, but it's too high. All right, so the next one is by Leonor Greyl, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is a deep conditioning mask for dehydrated and brittle hair. And my hair isn't brittle, but if I don't use certain products, my hair will get dry, and I can't help but wonder, for $145, would this help hydrate my hair? It's made with kapuka and manketti nut oil, and it deeply moisturizes and regenerates the driest and damaged hair. And it repairs the hair after bleaching or straightening or anything like that, and it provides immediate long-lasting shine. So this is yet another one that, for that big hefty price tag, I can't help but wonder, will it do anything different for my hair than any of my other hair products that I use? This next product is a cologne, but this is by Creed, and this is the Aventus Parfum. And this is a man's cologne, but I especially like the notes, and these are just some notes that have been in some of my husband's previous fragrances that I bought him. But the top notes are apple, blackcurrant, pineapple, and bergamot. The heart notes are birch, patchouli, and jasmine. The next fragrance that I would like to try for myself is by Christian Louboutin, and this is Trouble in Heaven, and this comes in at a whopping $275. And the notes that I am particularly familiar with that I like are patchouli, tonka absolute, and iris, as well as amber. And a lot of times, anytime I see amber in a fragrance, that just immediately makes me want to gravitate to that fragrance. But I understand that fragrances are expensive, but $275, and from my understanding, this is just for 1 ounce. It's a little bit too expensive, and I understand a lot has to do with the brand. Speaking of which, that's going to lead me into the next one that I want to try. And this is one of Christian Louboutin's lipsticks. And this lipstick comes in at a whopping $90. Now, I would love to try any shade, but I would much rather a more nude shade. If I couldn't get nude, I would like a dark, deep, vampy type of burgundy or brown or something like that. But I have seen so many people review like entire collections of this lipstick or this brand, and I'm thinking, what could they possibly do for a living to afford the whole collection of it? But either way, that is one thing that I know I'll never get, but I would love to try it just to know if a $90 lipstick is going to be any different from, let's see, like a Huda lipstick. Right now, I'm really loving that formula. I just wonder, is it even better than that? All right, So the next one is a skincare product, and this is by Sisley Paris, and this is a day cream, and this comes in at a whopping $300. And what makes this one so intriguing to me is that it has a lot of properties that are going to stimulate the skin, like a marjoram oil, sage oil, a ratani astringent. It has zinc in it, which purifies and regulates the sebum production. It has juniper in it, which is another stimulant, as well as a centella asiatica, which regenerates the skin. And so basically, if you ask me, it's just a supercharged moisturizer that is going to add some extra benefits while it's kind of keeping your skin moisturized and hydrated. So definitely I would love to try that. Really, any of Sisley Paris's products I would love to try. They all seem to be really good. That is a very popular brand, known to be a good brand, and that's another one where I haven't seen any negative reviews on it. So, you know, I'm thinking if it was bad, wouldn't a lot of people, you know, talk about how bad the line is or the product? And I just don't get that. All right, so that's it. Those are all of the makeup and fragrances that I would love to try, but they're just too high. Let me know, have you tried any of the products that I've mentioned down below? And if so, can you tell me if they're better than any of the reasonably priced products out there on the market? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.